morning, Hawks. I'm sophomore Angie May, and I'm here to start off the show for today. Today is February 23rd, and today is an A-Day. If you didn't already know, the design winner for the Pi Day shirts was Mrs. Wookovitz. The math department voted blindly, so congrats. Orders for the shirts are due Friday, February 26th, and the shirt costs $10. Look for the link to the shirt order form in the hallway monitors. For the student of the day, we have Julian Slater. Does an excellent job participating in class and asking questions, nominated by Miss Shaletta. Now let's head to Michaela with some news for today.
Hey Hawks, this is sophomore Michaela Reed with your news today. Due to technical difficulties yesterday, we were not able to air the interviews with student athletes Chris Maholke, Sarah Bilby, Brady Hughes, and Coach Birch on the reality of their shortened winter sports seasons. Here are those interviews now. Hey Hawks, this is sophomore Michaela Reed with junior Chris Maholke from the track team. So how is your track season going so far?
Okay. We've had like 2 events where we've actually marked actual like times and throws that we've done. So yeah, I'd say okay.
It's been a pretty weird season. I mean, you guys ran your last track meet in a parking lot, right?
We did do that. I was not able to attend that day, but I did hear that it was very weird.
Mm-hmm. Yes. And your season is pretty close to coming to an end. I mean, with break and everything, you're getting pretty close. So how do you feel?
Very hopeful and hopeful that I'm not going to be disappointed, because I want to have some more events where I can perform and not just go to practices. I want to actually show some proof of the work that I've been doing.
Mm-hmm. And how do you feel about the work you've been doing so far in the season? Because, I mean, you were off for so long. How does it feel getting back into it?
It felt good getting back into it for sure. The throwing team, which is the part that I'm a part of, we haven't been able to actually go outside and throw for like 2 weeks because there's been snow everywhere. So that's been pretty frustrating recently. But everyone else has been able to get out and run. So,
yeah.
What was the original question there?
How are you feeling about the season so far and the improvements that you've been making?
Oh, well, yeah, pretty good. I improved like 5 feet on my PR, so I do feel good about that.
Good. Okay. Is that good?
Yeah. So the practices, how are football practices?
They're going great. It's 2 times a week, and almost the whole team's showing up. It's just a great time, like seeing my teammates again. We're just getting ready for the season.
So this season is coming to a start. How are you feeling about the season?
Feeling pretty good. We're just practicing right now, getting the plays down, and as soon as the season starts, I feel like we'll be pretty prepared.
How do you feel about your work so far, because you've been off so long?
Most of us have been working out in the weight room, so I think we're ahead of most of the games. So.
So what are you doing to get kids ready for the season this year?
Well, we are using a lot of information from previous seasons to expedite our understanding of our offense, our defense, things that are technical in basketball. We're also talking more about what the girls' basketball team wants to be their goals and objectives for the season. And the pandemic has taught us that probably the 1 day at a time approach is best, and not to think about the season as a 9-game season, but as a 1 game at a time season.
How do you feel about your season, or how do you think it will go?
I think if we approach it as a social outlet, we're going to have a lot of success. If we only determine our success by our wins and losses, kiddo, I think that's the wrong approach right now.
What's the hardest part as a coach?
I think the hardest part is attempting to make every child feel important and happy and with playing time. In basketball, we have about 10 players on the team, but there only 5 can play at one time competitively in a game. So that's always an important balancing factor for the coach, because really, yeah, we all want to win. However, I also value the social and emotional development of the players and want everybody to have a sense of self-worth.
How have you changed your mindset this year because of everything going on as a coach?
I think that the same response I just gave you for expectations is the same for changing my mindset. I think each year as a coach, you develop a new set of skills and a new understanding of what the student athletes want out of their experience. And I think that we really need to continue to put more of an emphasis on the social well-being and the camaraderie rather than simply trying to win games while not valuing all parts of the team.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
So how are the football practices going?
They're going well. It's kind of cold out, so we're not really used to that type of weather right now.
The season's coming to a start. How do you feel going into the season?
I think the season's gonna go quite well with the whole COVID-19 things. We're not really allowed to have spectators, so we'll be able to focus more on our team and not everyone in the crowd.
How are you feeling about your work during this season since you've been off so long?
I feel like it's gonna be a hard start coming into it, but once we get used to it, it will be easy again.
Okay.
Hey Hawks, we're back with some sports coverage. Over the break, the bowling team improved to 10-0 at the conclusion of their match against Elmira. Brody Amadon was the leading scorer and the only one on the team with a series of over 700. Cameron Kennedy, Isaiah Beschler, and Joseph Enderle all chipped in a series of 600 or better. The girls' team fell to 1-9. On the bright side, Rachel Borden rolled a 659 series, the highest series of the day for the girls. It was her first series of over 600. In other news, the boys' swim team defeated Vestal 94-77 in a virtual meet. Senior Cal Bartone set a Corning pool record in the 50 freestyle with a time of just over 21.5 seconds. Senior Nick Jubilee broke the Section 4 1-meter diving record for a 6th dive meet with a score of 371.75. Now over to basketball. The varsity boys defeated Seton Catholic Central, the final score being 80-72 in favor of Corning. The Hawks trailed 58-50 when the third quarter came to an end, but scored 30 fourth-quarter points in comparison to Seton Catholic's 14. Guards Aiden Proudfoot and Jackson Casey accounted for over half of Corning's points, chipping in 23 apiece. Seton's Brett Rumpel was the leading scorer for the game, putting up 53 points. This was nothing out of the ordinary for him, as in Seton's first 2 wins of the season, he contributed 45 and 52 points respectively. Now let's take a look at the weather.
Hey. Hey Hawks, for the weather today, we're looking at a low of 30 degrees and a high of 39 degrees, and there's a 40% chance of snow showers. Tomorrow, there will be a low of 27 and a high of 52 degrees. Now let's head to the outro.
Thanks for tuning in to CPPtv. Make sure to subscribe, turn post notifications on, and like this video for more great CPP content. Go follow us on our other social media. Find us on our Instagram at cpp.tv, Twitter at cpp_tv, and Facebook at CPPtv. Thanks for watching and keep flying.